आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
State parallel axis theorem and perpendicular axis theorem. Okay, so first part of the question is parallel axis theorem. In the parallel axis theorem, I would like to explain it by drawing some figure. And in the figure, if suppose this is a figure and we are having any axis, if this is the axis, okay, this is the axis and it is rotating by this by this axis. Okay, now this whole body is rotating by this axis. Now if we have the moment of inertia of this object on this axis, suppose this axis to be AB, let's say this axis to be AB, and then if the moment of inertia of a body about any axis is I, then the moment of inertia about an axis that is parallel to the previous axis is equal to I plus mass into d squared, where d is a perpendicular distance between the two axes. Now from this figure, if this is the if suppose this object is having moment of inertia I about the axis AB, then if we have another axis that is parallel to AB, let's call it as axis CD, then the moment of inertia about CD will be equal to moment of inertia about AB plus mass times the distance between AB and CD to the squared. If suppose the distance between the two is, if we consider the distance between two as d, then what does this says? Parallel axis theorem says I CD is equal to I AB plus m into d square. This is the correct outcome of the parallel axis theorem. Okay, so if we talk about perpendicular axis theorem, then we can easily write then the moment of inertia about any axis is equal to the sum of moment of inertias of the same object by axes which are mutually perpendicular to the previous axis. Okay, that I can also elaborate this by a simple figure. Suppose this is the figure, this is a simple body, and if it is having some axes, something like this. Okay, this is one axis. Let's suppose this is axis is x, and it has another axis. Let's suppose this axis be y, and we have another axis as z axis. Z axis as this. Okay, so this is let's suppose z axis. Now, if I have the moment of inertia about the x-axis and y-axis of the same object, then I can simply write the moment of inertia about z-axis as the sum of the two. So I can write I of the object by z-axis is equal to I of x plus I of y. Since these three are perpendicular to each other, okay, and since they are perpendicular to each other, they are also independent to each other. I hope you enjoyed the video.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT जेई मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।